What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. As you can tell, we are not in the garage. I wanted to try a little something different. I think I want to call it Street Talk. It's a little segment to break away from what I got going on in the garage and to talk about specific cars, what's going on, how I feel about different things in the automotive industry, whatever's going on out there. And today, I think I'm going to focus on the brand new 2022 WRX. So let's go. All right, guys. As you well know, it is coming to a model year end, and the brand new cars are actually starting to come out. And most of you obviously know that the hot topic is all the brand new sports cars that are actually coming out. So there's not many of them. The new 400Z is coming out, and now we have the brand new 2022 WRX. So I don't know how I feel about it just yet. So why don't you just look at these pictures here? So the first one here I'm going to bring up is a side view, and I'm kind of 50-50 on it. I'm not, well, no, I'm like more like 70-30 on it, that I really don't like it. I think the side view is really I don't know, it looks like it's monster trucking without looking like it's monster trucking, and it's very weird. Those flared wheel arches, or at least it looks like they got flared wheel arches, really aren't my thing. Yeah, I don't, I'm not exactly sure how I feel about it just yet, but it is the brand new WRX that is coming out. So there are some good things about it and some really bad things. I mean, obviously, like, looking at it, it does look like it looks like a monster truck. That's for sure. So yeah, I don't know how I feel about it as far as getting into one. I don't think I'll ever like see myself purchasing one, but that's neither here nor there. So let me pull up another picture here. So here is the front view of this bad boy, and yeah, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about this front fascia. Like, if it were all one color, the parts that we have in the black, I don't know. Like, it looks too much like a Civic Type R. It has the mean grills with where the fog lights go, and the lip there, it's all unpainted. So like it almost looks like Civic Type R, esque. So like I don't know. And here you can kind of see a little bit better of the wheel arches. It's almost like they're not painted. So that's more of an issue. Like, so now you have the front, the bottom part of the front bumper, and now you got the wheel arches that are all like, it looks like it's either unpainted or it looks like it's like painted, like or like it's like that rough, like plasticky look. So I don't know how I feel about it. It doesn't look like doesn't look good to me. Doesn't look good to me. But the wheels, I do like the wheel design. It looks like it almost looks like the I'd probably say like 2019 WRX, like like wheel design. Even though it says it's brand new, it almost reminds me of like that. If I'm not mistaken, they're supposed to be 18-inch wheels, 18 by 8.5. So nothing too crazy. Like, WRXs don't really get anything super duper crazy. So let's moving on to a rear picture. Now, this rear picture, it really is crazy. So the rear of this car it mirrors the front of it, and it's really tough to actually like get your love for it. Like, so it's really tough. So it's the same as the front bumper. It's got that black plasticky, like not painted, like rear bumper. And I can't really wrap my head around what Subaru was thinking when they thought about this car. Like, it really doesn't make any sense to me. We're obviously looking at a white car here, but like, if even if you're looking at like some other color, like Orange is the other color that we've been looking at, like we saw renders for, we saw the commercial about. So, and it's the same exact thing. It's black in the back, like black side, wheel arches. And I don't know, I'm really not with it, but that's just me. I'm a big Subaru guy. So I love them. But, looking at this rear view here, it almost looks like, if I had to guess, like a newer Honda Accord. And, you would think a brand would kind of get away from looking like another brand, even though like the what do you want to call that? The Raptor Eye STIs like had a lot of similarities to the Evo 10s. So I don't know why they would try to design it, and it almost looks like the newer Accords. So I don't know. The one positive I see out the rear is that you get a really nice view of that exhaust. I will say that exhaust really does look really meaty. Just like all the I don't know. It's probably from the 2008 on up. The quad tailpipes, probably just single pipe dual exhaust kind of deal, like in the back. So that does look really, really good. I do like that. I do like the shark tail that's up at the top at the roof. For the antenna, I do like that a lot. So a couple good positives from the rear, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know how we're gonna how Subaru's gonna pull this one off as far as doing it. But let's see some interior pictures. So one of the good things about having a brand new car is that you get all the new technologies and such. So which is good for us consumers. And Subaru looked like they spared like no expense on doing this. This interior. So like it's got a big I think it's an 11.2 inch touchscreen. So it almost reminds me of the new Teslas. Teslas have that like center console, like it's pretty much a big ass iPad that's in the center of it. But at least with the new WRX, there actually is a what do you want to call it? Like tachometer and a thermometer. All your regular gauges are right in front of you, whereas with a Tesla, everything is in the center, so there's nothing impeding your view. So I mean, it's good and bad. Like I'm a Tesla fan as well, so I like the minimalistic look of a Tesla, but I do like what Subaru is doing with their center consoles and stuff like that. So having a big display up, right in the center, definitely can be distracting, but it is good technology to have there. It's supposed to have Apple CarPlay and Google or Android CarPlay or whatnot. So all the new technology are there as you would expect. So it's supposed to have a D-style steering wheel, which it really like. It doesn't. It looks good. The D isn't really super pronounced there, as you can tell, but it does look good. It does look good. So nothing really more to see here. It does look like the 6-speed is still gonna stay. Thank God. Like we still need sports cars that have a manual transmission. But don't get it really messed up. Like the 6-speed transmissions in the WRX are not as strong as what they will be in the STI. I will promise you that. Because it's always been like that. Now, the 2015s, when they came out, the new WRXs came out. They came out with a 6-speed, and everybody thought they were going to be as strong as the 6-speeds in the STI. And it's not like the failure rate is high, but they're definitely just not as strong as the STI 6-speed. So, yeah. So just keep that in mind whenever you're looking at these cars. Like the 6-speed is not as super strong as the STIs. So moving on along, we look at pictures of the seats, and man, oh man, do they look really, really good. I do actually like the center, how it is black. It has the WRX stitching and the red stitching around it. One thing, like if you can kind of tell on the sides there, this is a shot from an orange car. So I would have thought maybe going with orange stitching would have been a little bit better, but that's me as a consumer, not me, not them as a manufacturing standpoint. So they probably manufacture these like a couple hundred or a couple thousand at a time, and they just throw them in their cars. It doesn't matter what color or whatever. But that would have been cool if they would have matched the color of the car. That would have been pretty dope. but I do like the way it's black and then it's a light gray on the outsides. It actually looked kind of bolstered. And I kind of like that. So I really, really do like that. So kudos to WRX or to Subaru for sticking with a really nice interior. They've always had really, really nice interiors for economy sports cars. So good on you, with the new WRX interior. So I like it a lot. So moving on. Let's see what else we got. So another big plus with the new WRXs is that they do have I think it's a 70-30 split rear seat, and a lot of manufacturers are getting away from this just because they people don't use their cars and put stuff like this in their back seat. They don't use their back seats like this. So it's very rare that you see this nowadays, because a lot of car companies are definitely getting away from this. But I don't know. I really like it. I mean, obviously the whole back seat flips down, and you could put anything you want, storage, whatever, you know what I mean, into this car. So it's a really, really nice touch. But yeah, all in all, I don't know. I don't know what the people will do with the with the new WRX as far as making it look better, what they're going to do as far as parts. But I will say this, it will come with the brand new, it's supposed to be a brand new FA motor to the WRX platform. I guess it was used in other models, the FA, but they slapped the turbo on it, and now it's going to be the internal wastegate on the car will be electronic. So I've seen that in other cars, and more than likely it's probably going to be moving over into every manufacturer, so that you can just eliminate all the vacuum lines if you don't need to. You need to have them. But yeah, this is going to have their 2.4 liter turbo twin scroll engine, and it's going to be making just like you would normally be. It's going to have 271 horsepower. Every WRX, from I think 2015 up till now has been 268. So it's not a super crazy bump in horsepower. And I think it's supposed to be 250 foot-pound of torque. So it's gonna be a pretty quick car like normal. But I can't wait to see what the STI is gonna look like. I did snap a picture, and I'm gonna put it up on the screen here, of a rendering that I had from an Instagram guy. And when I tell you this thing looks beautiful, and I would not be upset at all with this car. I got one gripe, but this car, if you look at it, I mean, obviously it's blue with the regular pink accents and stuff like that from the cherry blossom. It is a beautiful, beautiful car. Do I want this car? Absolutely. If they came out with this, if you look at the wheel arches look like it's a glossy black instead of the flat, not painted plastic stuff. So if they were Subaru were to go this route, this would be a game changer, because it looks really, really, really good. So I don't know if these wheel arches will be a snap off kind of thing, or if they're going to be integrated into the fender and front bumper themselves. But this rendering looks fantastic. As you can tell, the front bumper is definitely all painted, and I'm sure the rear bumper is painted as well. Obviously, there's no renderings for the rear bumper, so you can only see it from a side profile. And I really, really like it. My only one gripe with this is that the rear wing, actually, or rear spoiler, whatever you want to call it, it actually reminds me of the Civic Type R. Nothing wrong with the Civic Type R. I really, really like the Civic Type R. But Subaru is known for their, it's more flat, whereas, the Civic Type R has a more of an arrow kind of head for the end caps of their spoilers. So, I mean, I don't know. I really do like the design. I just don't think that they're going to go with such a crazy difference in their the end caps of their spoilers. I think it's going to be flat, and I think it's going to come up and over like it would normally be. But kudos to this, designer, whoever made that rendering up. It came out really, really well. I do like the wheels with it. They say STI on it, you know, and this and that. So it's a really, really nice car. So hopefully we get something close to this, and the aftermarket will just go crazy for it. So Lord only knows what type of engine it's gonna have in it. Hopefully, like you know, you can never tell what the manufacturers are gonna do, but more than likely it's probably gonna be an FA motor, some type of FA motor, and hopefully we get some type of bump and power. The EJs are tried and true. They've been around for 20 years, 25 years, something like that. So they're obviously tried and true. They've gone through their history here, but it is definitely time to change it up just a little bit, and for the aftermarket to adjust to what kind of power gains that we can get from an FA motor. So the 2015 and up WRXs now, their FA motors with stock blocks are making 400 horsepower, and probably even more than that. I know 400 horsepower is probably like right around that area where they could possibly withstand. But the EJs, a stock EJ is really not capable of doing that, or at least if you're gonna do it, it's gonna be very, very risky. Whereas the FA is a new motor, new platform for tuners, and they've had a lot of success making a lot of horsepower with that motor unopened. So yeah, hopefully Subaru goes with a newer motor, and the aftermarket can go crazy, and we can get some new cars going. But the STI rendering, I would love to see that. But I don't know. We'll have to see. We will have to see. But yeah, I'm done rambling. So what I'll do is I don't know. Hopefully you guys liked this little break from the action with my STI. So yeah, I don't know. Next video we'll get back to the action. We'll see what we can kind of do with the STI, and we'll keep it pushing. But until then, yeah, I'll see you guys on the next one. All right, deuces.